This place is brand new in terms of a town property. I think I mentioned several of you, we purchased it in December, thanks to benefiting from some grant money from Saratoga County. They've had a multi-year grant program, so we got some money from them. That was great to help us leverage the acquisition. So we're very excited. This certainly meets our goals, the community's goals of acquiring land to have public access to waterfront. I mean, that's such a huge thing we've heard over the years in the open space planning process. And then again in 2008, the town did a whole town-wide recreation plan, and that also came up there as a really high priority for the community. So we were happy to kind of fill that need. You know, the challenge is now we have this beautiful piece of property, 41 acres. Hi guys, how are you? We have these beautiful 41 acres, and now as a community we have to, you know, do a good job of determining how to use this place. So, you know, we're, you know, kind of, I work with an open space trails and riverfront committee of appointed residents. If you're ever interested in joining that, let me know, or let town board members know. So we'll be working with them to try and start thinking about some ideas for the site. But it really all starts with understanding the lay of the land, the resources of the property. And so that's what this walk is about. This is kind of an early opportunity to take a look at it and see what we have in terms of the landscape, the topography, the water systems on site. You'll see we have a great couple-acre pond here, big stream. We have some wetlands, a lot of wetlands along the road. And then, of course, the reveal of the river. You know, we finally get to the riverfront. So a lot of great features. And as you'll see from the past owners using the property, it was their weekend getaway. There's already a path system they've been using on the property that we just merely mowed a little bit before your visit today. So there's kind of, we can use it today, and then we can consider, based on what we have and based on some more of the community interest for the site, how much more we want to use the site. So it's a great problem to have, a brand new property, and to understand and analyze what we have and how we want to use it as a community. So I appreciate your coming, and really we would welcome your thoughts and comments either during our walk today or afterwards if you have ideas, or if you want to stay involved with how we continue to use this land and develop it.
Doing?
Very well.
Good,
Thanks.
good.
My softball girl.
That's right.
What kind of thing?
Yeah, that one fella back on. A couple things about it. One thing is that it may have been used in terms of in creation of the Erie Canal. So somehow it played a role in providing an area they mined out for getting material for the Erie Canal. I don't have that confirmed as of yet, but you know, we're very close. But you know, it's starting to it's just this other bonus feature that, you know, we're looking at this in aerial maps and dreaming about how great the place is going to be, and we want to have that riverfront access, and to realize, oh my God. There's your power boats on the river as well. The river's now far.
It was when they show up.
Well, I have what may be our showiest flower of the day here.
Blue-eyed grass. It's in the lily family. If you look at the leaf here, that's why it's in the lily family. And then you'll see it's just a little flower stem that comes off what looks like a blade of grass. And that's the easiest way to identify. If the underside of the leaf has really fine hairs along the midrib, then it's common winterberry. And when there are no hairs, then it's smooth winterberry. That's the only way to tell them apart. And my eyes are getting worse and worse by the day, but it's looking to me like this one is smooth. So that's the only way to tell them apart, but if you had a chance, that's the bloom. The town so far owns. And this is where we've seen, at least I've found, some of the most unique plants thus far in the look. And right now it's I've got about 180 species, which isn't that big of a list compared to, say, Vischer Ferry, where I had about 350. But I've only done about 6 visits to this property so far. So what it tells me is that, one is it's very rich in species, it's rich in native species, and it's rich in fairly unique habitat, because like what we're about to walk through, you'll see that this is about as thick as this understory is going to be all year. And so if you come out here in the spring when the leaves are off, I mean, you can easily see all the way out pretty much to the bluff that we'll be walking along. But that's what allows for the really interesting vegetation that comes up early and then usually disappears by not much later than now. The one thing I would suspect to find, but I haven't yet, is wild ginger. It would actually be very typical in a setting like this, but I haven't found it. But there's actually quite a few round-leaved hepaticas, if you're familiar with hepatica flower. I've not found any of the sharp-lobed ones, but there's lots of round-lobed. Very distinctive odor. If you everything you're walking through right now, just so you know, it's poison ivy.
Yeah, we went through poison oak before.
Yeah, I'm not that picky. I don't say the two because I think one plays something or the other. They'll do the same damage.
Three shiny leaves, poison ivy. Doesn't look very shiny
no,
to me.
no, that's a big myth.
No.
Just about every plant that puts out a new leaf is shiny. That has nothing to do with it. You got to look for threes, and you got to look for
That little red tinge, Dave.
usually when they're newer, when they're coming
Early
out.
in the spring,
But
right?
a lot of new plants, you know, shiny and some type of.
But these are a lot of new
Yep.
trees.
Yeah. Oh, I
and
know.
the ivy and the oak
really
haven't gone up the trees at all.
Right, you're right. That's the.
Well, this
that's
is
one of the
poison
three
ivy.
versions of poison ivy. This is the low shrub, most common. Then there's the vine, and then there's the tall shrub, which you see at Fisher Ferry. And that's pretty common there along some of the
I
towpaths.
didn't realize poison ivy grew in the shrub.
Neither did I until I saw it there. But there's
Certainly
nothing
during
supporting it,
tropical storm
and
Irene,
it's
this part of the site was
6 feet
inundated.
tall. Now if I can find them again.
Oh, I know.
We kind of came out at that end, and so we kept going.
At the canal cleanup in April, we saw 2 bald eagles on Ferry Drive. Hopefully they continue with that attitude as little gems like this become more widely used.